Hello everyone, welcome to Learn AI Security. It is a series where we break down how AI systems really work and more importantly how they can fail. Hi, my name is Punyakeerthi. In this series, we are going to explore the hidden risks behind modern AI systems, especially large language models. These systems are powerful, but they are not perfect, and understanding their weakness is just as important as knowing their capabilities. Whether you are a developer, a student, or someone curious about AI, this series will help you to understand real world security challenges in simple and practical way. So if you want to build safer AI systems or just stay ahead in this rapidly evolving field, you are in the right place. Let's get started. Today we are going to understand security challenges in large language models. Let's start with this one. We are understanding the risk with the LLMs. It is a comprehensive guide to security challenges in large language model applications. Let's understand with the introduction with understanding a real world scenario. The scenario is like this. Imagine you are chatting with a customer support chatbot late at night to fix a billing issue. At first, everything feels normal. The bot responds politely and seems helpful, almost like a real person. But suddenly, something strange happens. The chatbot starts showing private account details that you never shared during the conversation. So, the key question arises here: how did the system access information you never shared and you never provide to the system? This is not a fictional story. This reflects a real challenges we face today with the AI systems. So, what makes LLMs different? Large language models have transformed how we interact with a software. They answer questions, write emails, generate code, and draft documents. Unlike traditional programs, LLMs feel more like assistants or collaborators rather than tools. Traditional software versus LLMs, let's understand. Traditional software, it's a rule based like if else logic, but LLM based systems, they are pattern based learning. So predictable behavior in traditional software, but LLM based systems are dynamic responses. So traditional software, as we know that they are predictable behavior, they will have fixed outputs. So but LLM based systems have generated outputs which are dynamic. The key insight is LLMs do not follow fixed instructions. They generate responses based on patterns learned from the large datasets. This makes them flexible, creative, but also unpredictable. So, why the unpredictability is dangerous? Let's see. Unpredictability becomes risky when handling sensitive data, making important decisions, operating in critical industries. So let's see where all LLMs are used today. They are used in legal systems, financial platforms, healthcare applications, and enterprise tools. These are all critical and sensitive data mm, holds. So the problem is when something goes wrong in traditional software, it's a bug. When something goes wrong in LLM system, it can become a security breach. So, real security risk in LLM systems. First one is data exposure. Chatbots exposing internal data. Information leakage, like models being tricked into revealing confidential information like phone number, email ID, or any personal information of a user. Input manipulation. Systems manipulated using carefully crafted inputs by the user. These attacks don't rely on hacking code, they rely on manipulating language. Let's see why security must be a priority. In the past, security was often added later in development. With LLMs, that approach no longer works. Security must be considered from the beginning. It helps developers understand what can go wrong, how attackers exploit systems, how to build safer application. So as part of OWASP, it gave top 10 for LLM application what all risk. In that, a list of most critical risk in AI systems are prompt injection, data leakage, misinformation, model manipulation. So what is the industry response as of now is the organization OWASP has introduced these 10 LLM applications to help address these challenges. Let's see understanding the RAG. So RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. One common design pattern used in LLM apps is RAG. Instead of answering only from the training data, the model retrieves the external data like documents, databases, APIs which are related to the user or the company. Then that will be combined with the retrieve data, so it will combines it with its knowledge and give it to the LLM. Then it will generate a response like this. It is a simplified pseudocode. Here we have a function. When we pass the question, first it will retrieve the documents, then it will combine the question with the documents and prepare a context. Then LLM will generate the answer on the basis of the context we have passed. Then we have question like what is the security risk in the RAG. When you allow external data, you are opening a door. Possible dangers include are malicious or fake content, manipulated search results, exposure of sensitive data. So, who are the attackers? Attackers are not always highly skilled hackers. Curious individuals will be there testing limits of the system, competitors who are trying to exploit the system, and organized groups targeting the sensitive data. What are their goals? Extract confidential information, reverse engineer the model, manipulate outputs, cause reputational or financial damage. So, the new security landscape with LLMs, the environment has changed. Language based attacks are language based, not just the code based. Dynamic systems are dynamic, not fixed. Subtle for powerful, risks are subtle, that means they are easy or very simple, but they are powerful. So what this means for you, whether you are building a application, integrating LLMs or simply using them, you need to understand these risks, not to be afraid but to be prepared. So what's coming next? One of the most important threats in LLM system is prompt injection. In the next lesson you will learn how it works, why it is dangerous, how to prevent it. So let's recap what we learned here. By the end of this lesson, you should understand how LLMs differ from traditional software, why their unpredictability creates risk, real world security issues in AI systems, the importance of early security design, what RAG is and why it is introduced vulnerabilities, who attacks LLM systems, and why AI security is a critical topic today. So let's stay curious, stay secure, and stay prepared. Thanks for watching this episode of Learn AI Security. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming lessons in this series. In the next video, we will dive deeper into another important AI security concept and see how it works in real world scenarios. Until then, keep learning, stay curious, and most importantly, think secure. See you in the next one. Thank you very much.